from BS and Beer Media, it's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Handoff, Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going. Oh, look at that. He's going to score. He's got the ball.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Big
Suey. Yo. Welcome into the Top of the Bleachers, man. What is today? February the 3rd. What a good day to be alive.
What a great weekend. This has been one of the nicest weekends I can think of.
I know, right? The weather's like perfect.
The weather's perfect. The sun's shining.
Yeah.
Birds are actually out there tweeting along. It's just, oh man. And there's like this, it's like this deafening silence coming from the east of us. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's like,
I know.
It's like a whole state had to shut the hell up. What? It was weird.
I don't know. Shut up. About time. I know, Bobby. I've been waiting for the show too. He knows we're fired up. He knows, man.
That's hilarious. It's hilarious. What did I say? What did I say on Friday? I told you what my dream was, what my absolute dream was, right?
Yeah.
With about 3 minutes left to go in the ball game, I just wanted Kentucky fans headed for the exits. And Big, do you know what happened?
I know, dude.
With about 4 minutes left, trying to beat traffic on the way home.
I know, bro.
Should be ashamed of yourself. You should have stayed and gave a standing ovation to your ex-coach. That's what you should have.
They booed the man when he came in.
Booed him, and you could tell it hurt him. I mean, I watched the video several times. You could tell it like, that hurt.
I think it's stung a little bit, but you know what? You know what heals that?
Winning,
bro. Heals all
winning,
bro.
And can I just give like a big thumbs up to every player on the Arkansas Razorbacks that stepped up and did this for your coach,
bro? I know my reverse jinx worked, bro. I told you it was going to work.
Oh my gosh, man. We couldn't miss a shot. That's the best we have played in all year.
Been waiting for him all year to play like that. It's ridiculous.
And I'm hoping this brings us out of a slump and we go on a little bit of run here, but we still got some really tough competition out in front of us.
Yeah.
And you don't know about this team. They're allowed to lose 5 in a row now that they beat Kentucky. So,
I know. We shot over 50% from three. That's probably not going to continue.
Yeah. While I really, really enjoyed the game, I'm just not sold that this is like a big turnaround and we're just going to, set the world on fire now. I would love that to happen, and I'm going to root for it to happen. I think we got a very winnable game next with Texas, but then we got Alabama coming to our house. Here in a few ball games, we still got to play Texas A&M and Auburn. Yep. I mean, it's not.
Yeah,
it would be great because all those I just named would be quad 1 wins. So that would
we need like at least 5 more wins at least.
I would love, and I don't
like
know.
10 games left, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
We need 5.
3, 6, 9. Yeah, 10 games left.
All right.
I would love for us to get back to 5. We need to focus on getting back to 500. We get back to 500 ball, then everything after that will be cake. Okay. But we need to get to 500 ball. We need to get to 500 ball.
I'm with you though. I'm not buying that this is I don't know, man. Like I said, I've been waiting for that all season though. Like that's what I expected to see all year. And it like never happened. And then it happens.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's sustainable.
The two players on the team that probably and Brazil still hit a big 3 in the ball game, but I don't know. I don't feel like he had his best ball game. Adu sucks. I don't even know why Adu was getting the start over Big Z. Other than Big Z hurt his ankle. That was about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But Adu
Well, he's
looks
still
like
hurt too. Cal said he's still not. He'd say he's not even 90%. So
who's this?
Adu.
Well, he looks like a 60-year-old man trying to get up and down the court, and then he tries a WWE arm bar. I thought he was going to do an arm drag on the guy.
I know. I saw that. He did kind of grab his arm on the way down. Yeah, I don't know, man. Adu, Thero played out of his mind.
Thero's a stud. Nelly finally had his game where he was hitting shots. DJ came up huge. The three guys that followed Cal from Kentucky put on a show. They put on a show.
Yeah, Big Z hit like 4 threes. Yeah. Well, Arkansas, they so since we're reveling in this right now, the Twitter for Arkansas put out a video, like a recap of the day.
All right.
So I thought we might watch that. You want to watch that?
Sure.
All right. Here we
From
go.
Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. For tonight, John Calipari leads his Razorbacks into his old Kentucky home.
That dunk Billy had, bro.
Dude, that dunk was awesome.
I am smiling. I'm walking in this place. This is a great place to come in and ruin weekends.
1, 2, 3, Hawks control the opening tip, and here we go. Ivisic controlled it from Williams. Razorbacks moving from our left to right. DJ Wagner to Nelly Davis, top of the circle, three-pointer good. Wagner out high, gets a screen from Ivisic.
Wagner did a great job running the offense all night long.
Tell me there aren't some excited basketball players out there tonight. Knox steals the pass. Carter ahead to Brazil. Trevin to the rim, driving layup. Now Carr's got it at the high post. Tried to dribble handoff. Richmond knocked it away.
I thought he'd hurt
Billy
himself,
with a
dude.
steal to the other end, and he throws it down.
How he didn't
Billy
smack his
Richmond
head on
with
the
a
floor, I
one-hand
have no
jam
idea.
ties us at 20. 20 to play. Hero jump stop in the lane to the rim with a left hand.
Man,
and he
that
goes
guy's-
for a douche.
That reverse he
Small
has
move
in the
to
second half
circle.
is
Spins down the
awesome.
lane. Blocked by Adu.
Oh,
Into the front
look,
court,
one play.
pull-up. Three right side, and it's good. The corner. There's an open shooter. Step back. Three is good from Carter Knox.
No Carter.
And that's the
Carter
end
had a
of the
good
first
ball
half.
game.
And what
He
a
had that
first
big
half it
ass.
has
He had that
been.
big dunk.
Discipline for 20
I
minutes.
thought he was going to get a technical.
Go out there and work.
Lob backdoor Thero for the two-hand jam. Dribble handoff Nelly. Ivisic, right wing, three-pointer good. Hogs with the ball up 6. Wagner steps back, top of the key, three ball good. DJ Wagner puts the Hogs up 9.
Look at all them Kentucky fans sitting on their hands, man.
Knox is running the floor to the other end. Two-hand flush. And the
Should have been a
Razorbacks
foul.
lead it by 11.
Trevin laughing out.
One, two, three. Finish. Out Wagner, 8 to shoot. Baseline.
That
There it is.
Thero
That was awesome.
with a reverse layup, and it's good.
That was nasty.
That
And
was
for
so
the
nasty.
Hogs, can you believe it?
Oh, look at there.
Yeah.
This ball game is over. Arkansas has come to Kentucky, and the Razorbacks have won the ball game 89-79.
Boom. Sweet little video by the Arkansas Razorback basketball Twitter account put out that. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Oh, man.
Yeah. We'll see what happens the rest of the year, man. But for now, we can all smile. We can all be happy and enjoy the win because that was awesome.
And I'm not one to rub salt in wounds, okay?
Yes, you are.
All I'm saying is there is a such thing as karma. And if you're a fan out there, you should show respect where respect is due. And when you don't, this is the kind of crap that happens to you.
Did you see that lady on I forget what her name was, the lady on college game day? See what she said?
Yeah,
She was
but
talking about
going to the club and he got a downgrade.
Yeah, you don't show up to the club with a downgrade.
Yeah, what has she said since the ball game?
I don't know. I don't know.
Mm.
What's his name said? Yeah, he might have showed up with a downgrade, but he had the biggest box. He had all the bottles. He had all the
He had
people.
he had the VIP spot.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, whatever. Downgrade. Think what you want, lady.
I think that this is what Kentucky fans, asked for. They were tired of having a defensive coach. Pope's one of those that wants to put up 43s a game. And when you run across a team that actually plays defense and keeps you off the 3-point line, then this is what you get. I mean, there are going to be nights when Kentucky scores 100 points because they're playing a team that doesn't know how to play defense. But when that is the one thing, our shooting percentage was outrageous. We haven't shot like that all year. But on the defensive end, we played our butts off on defense.
We did.
And that's the mark of a Coach Cal team. That's what I've been expecting. And it's one of the reasons the games that we have lost have been close ball games. We had a couple that I think Baylor put a butt whooping on us and somebody else might have put a butt whooping. But the other games were actually winnable toward the end of the ball game.
Yeah. Well, Kentucky's defense is, really ranked poorly to begin with. They don't have, they're not good defensively. So I mean that helped making us look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But either way, big win.
Big win.
Hey,
they were fighting through screens. We ended up winning by 10, but we did it in Rupp Arena. There was definitely some home cooking, if you know what I mean. I mean, there were some calls. I'm like, that is some bull crap. So we had to overcome that. We never had that moment in the ball game that we've been experiencing all year where we go 3 or 4 minutes with not being able to score the basketball.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this is a big turnaround. I'm hoping we just go on a run right here. But man, I'm just not. Give me 2 ball games and I'll really be buying the hype. And then if you beat Alabama and you go on a 3-game streak, I'm going to be calling for the national championship. Okay.
Slow down.
So,
oh my God.
Let's focus on Texas right now.
Yeah, we got 2 Texas. Is that right?
We go 2 Texas. Another late ball game. It's an 8:00 ball game. I like the 8:00 games, man.
On Wednesday, right?
The 5th. Yeah, that'd be Wednesday.
All right. Anything else about the game before we move on?
I mean, we can talk about it the whole episode if you want. I mean, it makes me happy from
ear to ear. I don't know. Me too. It was fun. It's fun to watch. I'm probably gonna watch it.
What's hilarious is if watching it as a Hog fan, we got a 1-point lead at halftime. We've already put up 40-something points. And we've been a 1-half team all year long. And I'm thinking, well, we just played the best half of our life. We're going to come out in the second half and we're going to stink this place up.
Yeah.
And we didn't. We came out. We stayed on the same intensity, the same, level. We kept it up for the whole game.
They played hard, man.
They just saw what it takes to win in this league, especially on the road. And if they can continue to do it, man, it would be awesome. There was a lot of confidence that got built in this ball game right here. I'd like to see it built on some more in the next one.
I agree. Well, some other stuff I saw, man. First of all, shout out to Izzy Higginbottom.
Oh my gosh, she is so good. I'm sorry
She's
that
on
she
the watch
plays
list,
for
bro.
I'm sorry she plays for Arkansas. I wish she could play. I wish she could play for somebody. And I don't mean that. Like, I'm glad she plays for Arkansas. I just wish she had a better team around her, is all. She is so good.
I agree. But anyway, shout out to her for being on the watch list for the national player. That's crazy because she's unbelievable, man.
She is, man. She's not that big.
No. She played at ASU last year, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
No, we gotta come on with it. Hey, yeah, what's up, Flea Market? Oh yeah, he's with us, man. He's with us. And then the craziest that so we're all hyped up about the Coach Cal thing and Arkansas beating Kentucky and all that stuff, and the news is going crazy. And then this happens.
Yeah. Wow.
Luka gets traded to the Lakers.
Can I just say, wow? This would be the equivalent of Jordan. No, maybe not Jordan. This would be the equivalent of, say, Larry Bird getting traded to the Lakers for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's what this would be like. This has got to be like the trade.
This is crazy.
Maybe of the century. I don't know.
I've seen a lot of stuff on this too, and then the Mavs. Even here it says the Mavs are the ones that reached out to the Lakers and they offered him up.
They didn't reach out. They didn't reach out to any other team. They didn't like put him on the market or anything. They went straight to the Lakers. Said, "We want Davis and we'll give you Luka."
Yeah. And he came out and said, "We believe that defense wins championships."
And he only got one pick out of it. One pick.
Yeah, I don't think he got near enough.
Luka's 25 years old. Anthony Davis is 31 years old. 31. Both of them have problems staying on the court.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of games every year, man. Luka's always had a weight problem, and they even put him off for a while so he could lose weight. And
see, I don't understand that either. I don't, because surely he knows that if he got in shape and he, got ripped like LeBron or some of these other guys did, that he'd probably win multiple championships.
I don't know, bro. He's a literal traffic cone.
Well,
on defense.
It says something about Luka that Dallas was looking to get rid of him, even though he was the MVP last year, took them to the finals and was, a game away from winning a championship. Apparently, they'd rather just get rid of Luka than deal with his off the court stuff, I guess. Makes you wonder, like, maybe this ain't the,
I can't believe he's only 25. That's crazy. I thought he was like 30.
Who?
Luka. That's wild.
No, Luka's only 25. Anthony Davis is 31.
I know. I knew he was a little older, but I for some reason,
Luka's been playing, though, since he was 16, 17 years old in the European League.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw some of those highlights. And I feel like, I don't know what the Mavs are thinking here, because
the Mavs are thinking that Kyrie and Anthony Davis and Lively and Gafford and I guess they're thinking that they could make a serious run. I have no idea. I know Kyrie knows how to use a big man. And
pretty crazy.
I don't know. Maybe this is what, Davis's third team. Didn't he start out on the Pelicans?
I think he was originally drafted by them, I think, and
then went to the Lakers, and now he's, I don't know. I don't really understand. I don't understand the trade myself, just from personnel standpoint. Like, you've already got Lively and you've got Gafford, and now you bring in Davis, who's another big man.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, you got LeBron, and they got another guy. Austin Reeves, and now you're bringing in this
connect.
Yeah. Now you're bringing in Luka. It's like you're getting rid of size and getting the same kind of players, and the Mavs are just building size with no outside threat.
Yeah.
So
that's what I thought too.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird trade.
It is a weird trade. I know they got Max Christie and a pick, but
yeah, Keebler or
Christie.
It was Doug. Was it Doug Christie or Max Christie?
I think it was Max Christie.
I thought it was Max Keebler. Maybe it was. Anyway, there were a couple of guys involved, but there was only one pick, and it's in like 2029 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. That's crazy.
It's like I don't give away a 25-year-old that was the MVP last year for at least, I need a couple of picks.
Yeah, I need some first rounders.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's crazy.
But then I have been watching Twitter, and apparently, Luka is one of LeBron's favorite players.
Yeah, I did see something about he's tired of Anthony Davis.
Well,
I don't know.
I bet you Anthony Davis is tired of LeBron too. So
probably. Well, this wasn't the only trade this weekend, man. They also had this trade.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox went to the Spurs, and they didn't have to get rid of Castle, which was one of the things that a lot of teams were, they were wanting Castle.
Yeah, I heard that it was going to be hard to do without giving up Castle or CP3, either one. And I think they got to keep both of them.
I think so. Pretty wild.
Wemby is like
Fox is good, bro.
Fox is good. Friggin' they got a good shot out of the West to become something. I don't know about this year. It might be a little too late this year. I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm not sure what the standings are right now, even. But
I think they were in the basement earlier.
This makes them better for sure. Let me go look and see here. Let's go look at the standings. Oh wow, I'm on the standings page already. That's crazy.
It's almost like we knew we were going to talk about it.
I know. Let's see. Where are they at? San Antonio. Where are you? Oh, geez. They're not even in the. They're like 12th. So they're not even in the playoff.
That's what I was saying. They were in the. I don't know if they could do it this year, but I mean,
shoot, they're only.
How many games out are they,
bro? Like they're only one game back from being in 8th.
Oh well, heck, man. They could
no. 3 games. 3 games back from 8th place.
That still ain't that bad. We haven't even made it to the All-Star break yet.
No, 2 games back from the 10th spot, which. We're not even All-Star break, so they got time.
All right. Come on, Spurs, man.
Yeah, I may root for the Spurs a little bit. I don't know.
I like old Wemby.
And then we had this one here. Levine went to Sacramento, which was they've been trying to unload him for months, and nobody would take him.
Wasn't he a number 1 at one point?
Like a number 1 pick?
No, like a number 1 scorer on a team.
Oh, well, he's probably the Bull. He was probably the Bulls' leading scorer, probably.
Oh, really?
Probably, yeah.
What about Butler? Did Butler get moved?
No, not yet, I don't think. I haven't seen anything anyway.
When is the trade deadline? What day is the trade deadline end on?
I think Tuesday, I want to say.
Okay.
I want to say Tuesday. I don't know if that's right or not. I think I remember that. So anyway, a lot of trades going on. Like you said, the deadline's coming up, so that's why it's all happening and stuff. Everybody getting ready for this final playoff push. You know what I mean, for the second half of the season.
So turn around and you take Anthony Davis and you send him packing to the Heat to get Jimmy Butler to replace Luka's spot, and then you got another player that organizations can't stand playing for you. You got Jimmy Butler.
Anyway, there'll probably be some more trades, but none bigger than the Luka one. That's like mind blowing. Like that blew everybody away that happened.
Well, there were a lot of videos of Mavs fans that were very upset. Y'all don't understand how connected we are to Luka. You just trading him off. I'm like, so become a Lakers fan. If you feel that, feel that connected to Luka, become a Lakers fan.
True. Okay. So next thing I want to show you, man. So you know how they do battle royales in, say, like wrestling? They have a battle royale, right? Battle royale, right? Okay. Sure. Well, I came across a video where this company put on a battle royale with 10 guys. Okay. But it's MMA.
Oh crap! Okay,
it's not wrestling. It's MMA.
You still got to be thrown over the top rope, or
there's no rope. Out? There's no rope. There's like a mat. Like they got. I think somehow I don't know the rules, but they got to throw them. They got to get them off the edge of the mat.
Okay.
I got a video I'm going to show you. Okay, you just watch the video here. All right, I'm gonna play this here.
Combate se detiene y los supervivientes continúan. Gritando que esto no sí, en Badalona va a pasar. Árbitros, un momento,
This is nuts,
que
man.
dé comienzo el Battle Royale. No puede pararlo ya.
Look at this big dude, man. No weight class.
Goliat, se tiene que detener. Goliat está yendo por todos. Pero ¿qué es esto? Se tiene que detenerse el eliminado. ¡Eliminado! Goliat, un eliminado. Otro. Alex Killef eliminando. Ahora sí.
I don't know the rules.
Oh,
exactly.
man. That guy getting jumped by like 4 dudes.
Choques individuales, está saque de Iván
Yeah,
Rullo como
I'm
el
just
gran
trying to get
duelo,
that
intenta
big dude
eliminar al
out,
eliminado. Sí, no se acerca por ellos del tanque. Hay un derrota. ¡Oh, qué intercambios! ¡Qué locura!
Oh.
Cuidado que lo pueden sacar,
now.
todavía no.
Fuera. Goliat ahí. Hay que tener cuidado con que se quede muy al borde.
No.
Qué bien ha esquivado. Y oye, ahora mismo hay una situación de bullying dentro de la jaula, dentro
Look
de
at
este
him,
todami.
3-on-1, bro.
Man, why are y'all going after the big guy?
Sabe que no ha tenido
Ah,
que
no,
reparar
okay,
tantos
alright.
golpes y está
Ah,
luchando
here we
contra
This
Iván
when it was
Rullo.
3-on-1. That'd have been a lot easier.
Oh, entra contra
Lo va a tirar y lo tira.
No, está dentro, está dentro.
Ya están en el 1 contra 1, ¿eh? 1 contra 1.
Like
Ahora
these two,
no, intenta la
man,
zona, ya
I guess.
ves. Iván Rullo. Es que aún tiene mucho tanque de energía de Killer.
Oh, Iván Rullo. Uy, el triángulo de brazo, lo acabó.
Y lo finalizó. Vale, esta semana tenía un problema muy malo en mi casa. Llevo 2 semanas.
Isn't that the craziest thing you've ever seen?
He ain't even bleeding.
I know. When I first watched it, I thought, man, these dudes would be hitting each other a lot. Like this should really hurt, and they didn't really hit each other that much.
First of all, when you're all standing around there, bouncing around, warming up, you need to be like sizing people up and talking to guys, you know, like, hey, you see that big guy over there? We need to go after him. We need to team up. Go get that dude, you know.
Yeah.
You need to have a game plan. If they're not going to be weight classes, you need to get rid of the biggest guys first.
I know. That's what I thought too. No weight classes. That's crazy. Like you think they'd put them all like, you know, a bunch of big guys or a bunch of little guys.
I put a wrestling clip in the show folder. Did you happen to use that one?
What was it?
It
I don't remember.
It was Mark Pope getting super kicked by Cal. It was hilarious. I about fell out of the chair laughing.
I saw it. Yeah. I didn't use it though. No.
That would have been a perfect one to put in right after this.
Anyway, I thought that was crazy. I don't know if that's going to be a thing or anything in the future, but that's nuts. That's nuts right there.
Yeah.
And then leading into that, we had some wrestling today. Hulk Hogan was on McAfee's show. And you know how we talked about this? We did a show one time where we talked about our Mount Rushmore or whatnot. Hogan gave his Mount Rushmore today on the show.
Andre the Giant,
He's
Roddy Piper, Ric Flair, and Macho Man. Man, that shows how old Hulk Hogan is.
And he was like, those guys laid the ground for everybody else that came up. And he was like, I know you didn't put any of the Attitude guys in there. He goes, no, those guys wouldn't have been. He goes, I didn't put myself in there. I wouldn't have got nowhere if it wouldn't have been for them guys. You know? And he told a story about Macho Man too. He asked him, he said, you and Macho Man, you guys were at each other, you know what I mean? You didn't like each other. He said, what was the deal with that? And he's like, well, he said, we were really close. We did everything. He lived right down the beach from me. We worked out. We hung out all the time. We were doing stuff like that all the time for like 10, 12 years or something like that. And then he got divorced and he blamed Hogan for it and didn't speak to him for like 18 years. But it wasn't Hogan. It was actually Hogan's wife. He said his wife took Miss Elizabeth somewhere for the weekend. When she came back, it was like a done deal. They got divorced. It was all her doing it, apparently. Anyway, Hogan was like, he said I had some heart stuff going on, so I was at the doctor's office, and I'm sitting there. He said, all of a sudden the door comes in, swings open, and Macho Man standing. He said, hey, brother, what are you doing? You know what I mean? And he's like, whoa, what are you doing here? You know, he said his eyes got about that big around, like, what are you doing here? And he like invited him over or something, but he said, or no, his wife at the time said, yeah, we're having a barbecue tonight. Why don't you come over? We're supposed to have a meeting with the lawyers and stuff like that. Whoa. Let me ease into it. I don't know about no lawyers on the first time, you know. He's like, no, not coming over there with no lawyers. And then something happened later. They were doing another barbecue for something, and they invited him. And he was like, yeah, I'll come. And he passed away before he got there.
Oh.
So, but he said he felt like they were on good terms when he passed, you know, instead of being, because they were tight. They were really tight for a long time. So,
well, I'm sure that, you know, it's crazy how when you hold a grudge, you know, sometimes you can hold a grudge against somebody and the other person doesn't even know that you're holding a grudge against them.
mm-hmm.
So if the other person doesn't know that you're holding a grudge, really the only thing you're doing is making yourself sick. You know?
Yeah, this is true.
So, and that happens a lot in the world, man. People are
all the time.
Yeah.
Happens to me. I've been mad about something for days.
Now, as far as his list goes, I probably wouldn't have put the Macho Man on there. I probably would have put Dusty Rhodes on there. The other three, I do not have a problem with, but I think Dusty Rhodes deserves to be on
But definitely Andre and definitely Rick.
Oh,
definitely.
yeah, definitely.
Absolutely, 100% those two guys. And then, I mean, you can go back before them, you know what I mean? Like
Harley Race or
Calhoun or somebody. I don't know. I mean,
who's the guy that Hogan ended up ripping his look off and everything? He was
you're talking about Billy Graham? Billy Graham.
Superstar Billy Graham, man. Yeah, you could put him up there. If it wasn't for Superstar Billy Graham, Hogan wouldn't even be around because that was pretty much the persona that Hogan stole right there.
Pretty much.
Jesse the Body tried doing it too, and it wasn't as good.
Yeah, he did. He tried to do it as a bad guy.
He was a good commentator. He was a really good commentator. You get really mad at Jesse. Jesse always he was the first commentator that rooted for the bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he was always for the bad guy.
He was always for the bad guy. He hated Hogan.
Gorilla Monsoon was like, what? Can't be serious.
and then who knew that he would take that commentating career and turn it into being the governor of Minnesota?
I know. His best line, though, is when he was the governor, maybe it was after he was governor. He said, yeah, politics is just like wrestling. You come out here on stage and make a big deal, and then you go back behind the curtain and you split the money.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Everybody got really pissed about that one.
I'm sure they did.
Wrestling people were mad. Politicians were mad. Everybody's mad. That's what he did, though. He was a professional piss off people. That's what he.
Yeah, he definitely was an antagonist. He was like some guys have to switch their personality in order to become the heel. You know.
Yeah.
Not Jesse. Yeah. Jesse just was himself.
Naturally.
He was the natural heel.
Natural bad dude.
Like Jesse would have really had to work to be the good guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be the baby face. You couldn't get Jesse off as a baby face, I don't think.
I don't think so either. He just looked like a bad guy. It's kind of like Jake the Snake. Like they tried to make him a good guy a few times, and
there were
his personality. I mean,
there were
the Snake. Of course, he's going to stab you in the back. He's a bad guy. Like
there were people that rooted for Jake the Snake. Loved Jake the Snake.
I love Jake the Snake. I just DDT people all the time.
He had two original moves that I think every kid probably tried at one point on the trampoline, or some kids tried at other places that were stupid. But
yes.
You had the DDT, and then he had the short clothesline. He'd go to like swing you into the rope and bring you back. Wham! And there you with that clothesline, man. That thing was deadly. And when you saw the short clothesline, you knew the DDT was coming. It was like the setup.
It was bad news, man. Speaking of clotheslines, I saw a video on John.
Laurinaitis,
What was his name? The guy that did
JBL.
Yeah, JBL, clothesline from hell. I saw a short video, like a 30-second video on like the greatest clotheslines from hell. You know what I mean? Dude, he would level dudes with that thing, man. Like he did not hold back.
There were lots of times he was hitting the dude with like his shoulder and his chest. Like the arm was way out here, and he was like clocking them, dude.
Bro, he was banging these dudes.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
You gotta learn how to take a bump, man.
Man, these guys. It wasn't no taking a bump. It was just taking it. I mean, I think it was a real reaction most of the time, And then I saw this video on the Stone Cold and Triple H, and Stone Cold stuns him, and Triple H comes up and he's wobbling around the ring for like 10 seconds.
He does the Ric Flair.
Yeah, he's like, he's doing, and then he stuns him again. It's so awesome, dude. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I went down a wrestling rabbit hole, apparently.
I think I love the time period of Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That's nostalgia for me. But I really think the best wrestling was in the Attitude Era. I think the moves got better.
Like technical wise.
Well, not just technical, like just athletically. Like everybody was, they went from these big, and they are still ripped, but like back in when I was a kid, if you weren't this big hulking dude, then you weren't nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the lucha, I always liked the cruiser class. And when I watched, it wasn't WWF. It was the guys that had the NWO and all that. Well, WCW. Yeah, I always liked the cruiser class in that one. But the smaller guys always gave a better performance than the bigger guys. But in the Attitude Era with Stone Cold and everything, the wrestling just got better, like the technical, all that stuff.
Yeah, back in the day, it was just like, you punch each other for a few minutes, put an arm bar, the same old things.
And then it started to get stale toward the end because it was all about like. Guys would come out and grab the mic and talk for 30 minutes, and there'd be like 2 wrestling matches all of Raw. It would suck.
Yeah, and every match seems like it's just trying to up something from the last time. He body slammed him off the top of a ladder. Let's go to the rafters and try a power bomb off the rafters, or something crazy.
Well, I don't know what time it happened. It was toward the end of the Attitude Era, but now it's like, it's no big deal for somebody to kick out of a finisher. When I was a kid or a teenager or whatever, you didn't kick out of a finisher. If somebody hits you with the finisher, that was it. Okay. Maybe at like a WrestleMania, you might get one kick out of a finisher.
My golly, there's a reason it's called a finisher.
Yeah. Now it's like you got to do your finisher like 8 times and actually finish the guy off. You
got to go to your second finisher.
Yeah, you got to go to your second finisher.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
Come on.
Ridiculous.
Oh, wrestling, man. Good times, man.
Yeah.
Anything you want to talk about? I don't have anything else. I got slides. We did the Arkansas game. It's a good weekend.
It was a great weekend. Did you watch any of the Pro Bowl?
No, I didn't watch any of that.
You didn't watch any of the Pro Bowl. It actually they had, so you do like, they played flag football. I think it was 7-on-7 or something like that. And there were rules, like quarterback could only hold the ball for 4 seconds. So you couldn't stand back there forever. You had to throw it after, or it was a penalty or something like that. Anyway, after the first quarter, then they had like a team event the NFC against the AFC, and like a team, they had like one was an obstacle course. At the end of one quarter, it was a tug of war, and you got points for that put onto your score for the game. So like NFC was up big, and then they went to their little mini game, and then I think the NFC was pretty much led the whole ball game. They didn't even really look back, and but it was they did the tug of war. They had a big foam pit, and they were pulling each other towards the foam pit or whatever. Well, the foam pit was at the end of one of the end zones. So every time somebody score or they pick somebody off or something, everybody run down there and jump in the foam pit. Like the players were having more fun with the foam pit than anybody else, man.
That's cool. No, I didn't watch it. Was that on Sunday?
Yeah.
What did I do Sunday? I napped and played some video games, I think.
Well, my glasses broke on me Sunday, and I wanted the game, but it was just I didn't have any glasses, and I got a 70-something inch TV. I'm sitting there squinting, watching stuff.
Yeah, I know. I've been playing Marvel Rivals. I've been playing that. It's pretty fun. It's really fun, actually. Once I'm kind of figuring out the buttons and that does that. Oh, okay. But I've been playing with the Punisher, and then I switched to Star-Lord because he could fly a little bit. Like Punisher, I'd get caught on the ground, and Captain America come over and just whoop my ass, melee, just beat my ass, because they each have to do something. Like there's melee characters, and then there's like shooters and stuff. Like Punisher has a gun, and he's back there shooting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Captain America don't have no gun.
No,
he comes over there with his shield and beats the shit out of you. You know what I mean? And so he'd come over and beat the crowd. I'm like, all right, okay. So I switched to Star-Lord so I could fly a little bit. He can jump up in the air, you know what I mean? So, yeah, screw you, Captain America. Stay over there, you know what I mean? And then I ran to dadgum Spider-Man, and Iron Man is freaking ridiculous. I don't know. He got some kind of cannon on his chest that he fires off every now and then. It kills you about 3 hits, but it's pretty crazy. It's like it's like a little small map or whatever, but I think 6-on-6, I think, and you battle it out and play rounds. It's pretty fun.
I did some racing today, and so each race you have to they'll have like flags you have to win. Okay. So like first flag is to win the race. To win the first flag and the second flag, you got to win the race, and you got to drift for 400 feet. To get the first race and the all 3 flags, you got to win, drift for 400 feet, and you got to do a stunt because they have like ramps and stuff along the thing. So you have to like get all 3 to win as many credits as you can win to upgrade your stuff. So I'm trucking along today, and then I come across this one. It says you have to pull off a 360. I was like, a 360? Like, okay. So I'm racing, and I win the race. So I get that flag, but I didn't pull off a 360. So I go back and run it again. And I'm trying to drift into a 360. I'm trying to, do all this stuff. I'm like, I jump off this high jump, and I like end up in the woods because I'm trying to turn all the way around, and I'm like, how in the hell you do a 360?
Is somersault?
So no. So I pull out my Google, how you do a 360 and asphalt unite. Turns out you double tap your freaking drift button. It's like, that's all I had to do. Dude, I did like 8 360s before I crossed the line. It was crazy.
Yeah, you gotta learn the buttons, man. It's crazy. And the Marvels thing, there's so many heroes, and they all do something different. So, and every button does something different too. It's not like R2 shoots or whatever. R1 does something, L1 does something, L2 does something. They all do something different, and then if you push both sticks down, that's like your ultimate altar wire. Like the Punisher dude, he pulls out this thing on his back. It's like two armed guns come up like this. It's like a minigun almost, like he's plowing down there, just mowing people down. It's freaking awesome. It's awesome.
So is it like a first-person shooter?
It's like a third person, I guess. You can see your character.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can see your character, you see around you and stuff. It's pretty fun, dude. It's pretty fun, actually. I'm gonna play it some more, I think, tonight for a little bit.
So when you go to aim with your gun, does it go to first person, or do you just stay in third
No,
person?
you just stay in third. Yeah, it doesn't aim in; it just fires.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah. I haven't tried all the other characters, and there's so many of them. You know what I mean? And then, of course, you can get rewards and stuff along the way, and you get different skins for your Punisher or whatever. Whatever.
It's the same way in racing. Like the more advanced I get, the more colors and decals and body kits and everything you can unlock to put on your car. Everything's a blueprint. So like you have to collect.
Mm-hmm.
So like the Camaro has 10 cards you have to collect. And then you get 10 cards, and then you can unlock the Camaro.
Gotcha.
And then once you get your engine and your acceleration, your handling, and your nitro all built all the way up, then you star up, right? So now you can get a bigger engine and bigger. So you have to spend more money on this dadgum car, And then as you win races, more decals and body kits are unlocked. It's like, okay. Then you get your car exactly how you want it. And they move you up a class, and they're like, oh no, you can't use that car anymore. Here's a new car you got to
use. Yeah. I just got that one the way I wanted it.
Yeah. And somehow, like, you can trade your cars for these T tokens, but I haven't figured out if that's a good idea or a bad idea, because I got a whole bunch of cards that are like duplicates and stuff, and you can trade off your duplicates.
Yeah, I would sell those if you got duplicate for sure.
Yeah, but then, I don't know. Do they become more valuable the more I hold on to them? That's what I'm thinking. Like,
no. What's your T token? What's that?
I don't know. I'm still figuring out a lot of this, man. I'm still figuring out a lot of
Okay. Well, it's something you can buy.
I know diamonds. So they got these little diamonds, and I have 0 diamonds because that's actual money. When something is, when it's got a price beside it with a diamond, I just scroll past it. That's not for me.
Yeah.
But then they have like coins, like you collect in like Mario Brothers or whatever.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff you can buy with those. And then they have these little octagon tokens, and I have like 300 and something of those, and they're harder to collect and stuff like that. So, and then they give you instead of it, they just giving you a card. Oh, here's a Camaro card. You have to go and take your tokens, and you have to purchase packs of cards. That's how you end up with duplicates and crap, because it's like, it's like that guy in baseball, Brad Anderson. You got like 18 Brad Anderson cards because he's no good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know. All right. Well, you want to play tonight or no? Are you going to play your racing game?
I'm probably down to play tonight.
All right.
Got my glasses fixed this morning. I'm good to go, man.
All right. Well, before we get out of here, we want to talk about our mental health. Make sure everybody's checking on themselves and checking the people around them.
If you happen to live east of us in Kentucky, this is important. 988. It works in your state too. Okay. You might have to
national outline.
Yeah. You might have to go over to your cousin's house and use their rotary phone since you live in Kentucky, but 988 still works.
Yeah. If you're struggling out there, get some help, man. Call 988. They got the resources that can get you some help. So, all right.
So
man.
we are only, let's see, today is the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
So we are 11 days away from opening day, man. Opening day in college baseball.
It's on Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day this year.
Wow.
good Valentine's Day present, ladies. If you happen to be listening, want to take your man out, college baseball starts on Valentine's Day. Buy him some tickets. You really want to make his Valentine's Day, send him with a buddy and you stay at home.
Holy crap. When is the
Oh, it's hilarious.
what time do the Hogs play on Valentine's Day?
They don't. They play on the 12th and on the 15th.
The 12th?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 14th.
No, that's opening day of baseball.
Okay, what do you mean then? There's a game before opening day?
No, the Hogs play on the 14th. Everybody plays on the 14th. It's like that first day of college basketball.
Okay. All right. What's the 12th?
I was going from basketball to baseball. You said, well, what day the Hogs play on the 14th? And I automatically went to my basketball schedule. I was like, no, they don't play on the 14th.
Okay.
They play but they do play on the 14th.
The Razorback baseball team.
But the Razorback baseball team. My bad. I got confused.
You know what time?
No, I know they're playing Washington State, I believe, the Cougars.
Let me see if I can find it here.
Oh, I got my little Razorback app from Sarkican.
There you go. That'll work.
Let's see, 3:00 p.m. on Valentine's Day. Then they play February 15th at 2 p.m. And then they play February 16th at 1 p.m. And then they play February 17th at 12 p.m. All of them against Washington State. They're playing a 4-game series against Washington State.
Gotcha. All right, that's cool. The wife and I have a hot date planned for Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah?
Guess where I'm taking her? And we're gonna get dressed up for this too.
I get dressed up for it.
Yeah, which makes it even more hilarious.
You're going to a Comic-Con.
We're going to the Waffle House. We've been planning this for like 3 weeks.
Maybe your Waffle House is different than my Waffle House, but like, do you need reservations or can you just walk straight in?
No, you just walk straight in. But I don't know that she's ever been to one. And every time we go by, she's like, "Oh, the Waffle House." I'm like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to try that. I'm going to get you in there." They said you need to skate around in there a little bit and see what it's like. She's like, "I think I'm going to wear heels." I said, "You better be careful." Just telling you.
Yeah,
Slick in there.
I ain't never been in a Waffle House that had like good grip on the floors.
No. I'm surprised they're still in business. They have been sued.
We got a brand new one. We got a brand new one down here at the end of Hogan by the Walmart out on Dave Ward. We have a brand new Waffle House. It might be the first Waffle House that I've ever been to that isn't right on the interstate. I thought all Waffle Houses were supposed to be right on the interstate, but this one is actually back up in town a little bit.
I bet it sucks. It ain't got all that grease built up over years of use.
So in Conway, Arkansas, we have 3 Waffle Houses.
Yeah. I don't know how many we've got, but we got one there in Webb City. So
yeah. When I was a kid and we would drive from Ozark, Arkansas, and we would like a big deal. Dad loved Waffle House, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
no, I already know what I'm ordering. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I think it was Russellville. It was either Russellville or Clarksville had a Waffle House. And we would go climb in the car and drive down the interstate, down to the Waffle House because Dad was craving Waffle House.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons they love that movie Tin Cup because Kevin Costner always goes to the Waffle House, you know?
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we got plans for Valentine's Day. We usually don't celebrate Valentine's Day. We've never celebrated Valentine's Day. Both of us are like, nah. It don't mean anything if I tell you I love you on a certain day. Like it don't mean nothing. Like
But you're
if you take you out on a
actually
Tuesday, it means the same thing.
yeah, you should actually be expressing the love that you're expressing on Valentine's Day all the other days of the year.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
I agree.
Me buying flowers for my wife on Valentine's Day doesn't mean as much as if I buy it on a random April Tuesday. It doesn't mean as much. You know what I mean?
It definitely doesn't make her as suspicious. That's for sure. I also have always felt like this is kind of one-sided. Like I've only been with maybe 2 girls that ever like gave me anything for Valentine's Day. Like I gave them something for Valentine's Day, but I didn't get anything in return. Yeah. So I feel like it's kind of one side, kind of like Mother's Day. I don't get anything for Mother's Day, you know. But I don't get anything. The twins usually get me something for Father's Day, and I'm like, I'm not a dad though. I mean, it's kind of weird that you would, but they don't have an Uncle's Day or
That is weird. They don't have an Uncle Day. What's up?
They ain't got an Uncle Day, ain't got a Nephew Day, ain't got a Cousin Day. Imagine Cousin Day. You know how many presents I'd have to buy for Cousin Day?
Jeez, no kidding.
I'd be sending cards left and right. That's what they need to come up with, Cousin Day. Especially in the South. Everybody's a cousin.
Maybe this nephew and uncle thing ain't a good idea then. Hold on. If we got to start buying presents for everybody. All my uncles and my nephews. Shoot, I'd be buying presents all the time. That's all they ever do.
Then you got decisions to make. Like, what about uncle-in-laws? Like you got uncles that are married into the family. Of course, I got a couple of those I like better than my real uncles. So I don't, is my uncle-in-law going to get offended if I send my real uncle a card and I don't send him one? That's what I'm saying, man.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think we need to come up with more holidays to make the card companies rich.
Oh, there's a holiday every day. There's some kind of text right now. What is today? Look, I'll look it up.
I know there's a
National Pickle Day or something.
Yeah. I know there's always a national something.
Let's see what it is. Let's see. National Missing Persons Day. National Patient Recognition Day. And National Sickie Day.
Sickie?
Sickie. Let's see what that is.
And I don't think you should go any further. I think you're about to run across something you don't want to see.
No. See what this is. Sickie Day. I don't know. Never mind. It's some ad. A day when many workers call in sick.
Oh, okay. Why today, I wonder?
Sickie Day.
You think that'd be the day after the Super Bowl or the day, after some big event?
Yeah. I don't know. There's several today. Take a Cruise Day. The day the music died.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of weird ones here.
This is the day that Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper and all them died on that airplane?
I guess the day the music died. That's all it says.
I think that's what it's referring to.
That's what I thought of when I read it. So anyway, happy National Sickie Day. I already went to work today. It's too late. All right, man. Anything else before we get out of here, bro?
Hold on, I'm Googling. Yeah, that's a reference to Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper on February 3rd, 1959. The day
there you go. The day the music died. There you go.
Well, if you don't learn something new every day, you wasted the day. So I didn't waste the day. I just learned something new right there.
Groundhog Day was yesterday, wasn't it?
Groundhog Day. I watched the movie. I sure did. Sat down on Amazon and watched Groundhog Day, my favorite movie. I love that movie, man. My favorite scene in that is, Ned Ryerson keeps running up to him, Phil, Phil Connors, yeah. And I don't know. It's like when he starts becoming a better person, you know. Ned comes running up to him and he says, Ned Ryerson, and he gives him a huge hug and he's like rubbing his back and he says, I've missed you so much. He said, I don't know what you're doing for the rest of the day, but can you call in sick? And it's like, I gotta go, man.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good movie.
That's a great movie. It's got a very Scrooged Christmas Carol feel to it, like a bad guy who, you know, writes himself, and because he writes himself, things get better for him, you know.
Yeah.
So I enjoy that. I like to see stories of redemption.
I do too. All right. Well, I don't know what's going on tonight, but there's probably some basketball and some stuff. I don't know what I'm doing, but I will catch you later.
I may not watch another basketball game until the Hogs play, just because I'm just so enjoying it so much in my head.
Rewatch the game over and over.
I have.
I started it last night, but I fell asleep because it's so late.
I've seen it twice now. You can go to YouTube and they just do like the highlights and cut out the commercials and stuff, dude. You watch the whole game in about 12, 15 minutes, something like that.
Yeah. I like games like that.
Yeah. All right, dude. We doing this again tomorrow, right?
As far as I know.
Thank you for everybody who commented today. You're in for a king cake. We didn't run the commercial, but
it's all right. I'm not on STWF today.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
The parlay had one scheduled, and I didn't know what time. Probably not till 7, but I didn't want to, mess them up or something. So it's just on ours, just on us. So hit that like and subscribe button for us. Really appreciate that.
Yeah. You can follow us. You can follow us at the Bleacher Pod. So do that.
All right, man. I will catch you later. Peace out.
All right. Peace, brother.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.